Hi, this is some evidence for the second piece in my first section of rubrics for form and site layout. The second piece that I had was for helpful messages that are being displayed in case of errors or success being achieved. So to start with, I was logged in as the admin. I'll just log out and there you go. You have a green message which is displayed on the top, that is consistently displayed on the top actually. For a few seconds I've added in a delay for a few seconds so that it shows up on screen, and you can continue to see the message exactly in the same place each time. So I'm just logging in as the, let me make a mistake here, there. So it shows up as a wrong password with a slight bit of a delay. That's error handling there. It shows up with a flash message. And if it were to successfully log in, you get redirected, but it still shows up on the new page. So that's the first piece where you are actually, and when you try to search, if you do not enter anything, you enter a small, you get a message which shows enter a search term. And let me just, there's nothing showing up here. In the dashboard, if you do not have any applications or anything associated with you, you get messages, simple messages like this, which says no survey data found or no application data found. On the forms itself, I have given information on how certain pieces of data are being calculated. If there's anything that's being calculated, you get a little bit more information on how the calculation is actually happening. So for instance, if this is the form, let me just open an add application form or edit an application. Apologies for jumping around. I'll just open view all applications and try to edit the application here. Now I'm allowed to edit the application again because I am an admin. So I can open this, but I see that I can't edit the application category or the status. You can't edit it because it cannot be changed once it's entered, because it has a dominoes effect. There may be surveys that are tied to the application ID and you cannot edit it. So this is information provided there. You can also see this in compliance status calculations. For that I will have to log in as an app manager, because only app managers are allowed to edit the survey. So let me just use Sondra's ID here. She's my persona for an app manager. And there you go. So I can just edit this and we can have a look at how the status is calculated. There's a piece that says how the status is calculated. If you were to click on this, it gives a small information as to how it is being calculated. So I have used these smaller elements, buttons, which are colored slightly differently, enough to gain attention of the user to click on it so that the message is clear. I came to this conclusion after a few user testing situations where people were not able to look or understand what the icon was for, or maybe they just didn't feel like clicking on an icon. So a button made it very obvious, a little bit of a color difference in the button made it very obvious, and they tend to click on a button. So I found this out during the user testing and I decided to put a button structure here with a popover. So this is a good example of how I've incorporated helpful messages, information, errors, using flash messages or pop-up messages like this. Thank you.